Hi, my name is Malachi, and I will be talking about the Russian-Ukraine war and whether or not America should allow her missiles that are being sent to Ukraine to then be fired over the border into Russia. And on my side of this debate, I say no. We should not allow Ukraine to fire missiles over to Russia. Fire our missiles over to Russia, because that would increase American tensions with Russia more than they already are. It gives Russia an excuse to drag us deeper into this conflict. Effectively, they can make this war not just between Ukraine and Russia, with Ukraine obviously having support. They can turn this into a Russia versus Ukraine and the US. They can drag this a lot deeper into this war. And the best way to put across my point here is to flip this situation around, and let's say it was America at war. Let's say America is at war with a country on our border. Let's go with Mexico. Let's say America was at war against Mexico, and the Russians were supplying missiles to Mexico, right? Would not be the first time that Russia was supplying munitions to our enemies, right? And let's say they supply these missiles. The big thing here, Russia then gives Mexico, they publicly give Mexico permission to then fire these missiles, right? To then fire these missiles over the border into America. We as Americans would not only view that as Mexico firing these missiles. It would be a joint operation between Mexico and Russia firing these missiles, right? We wouldn't only pin the blame on Mexico. It would get also pinned onto Russia. And to flip this back around to the Russian-Ukraine war, right? To flip this back around to the Russian-Ukraine war, if we gave permission to Ukraine to then fire these missiles onto Russia, Russia can view this as a joint operation between America and Ukraine onto Russia, right? The same way we can view the hypothetical of Mexico and Russia firing onto America. This would then give Russia an excuse, would then give them leverage to then escalate this way further than it needs to be, right? They can escalate it way up. And effectively, they then have the power to turn this and drag us into this conflict even deeper. And that is something I don't want. That is something I don't want. So I'm saying no. Let's not take the chances. Let's not allow Ukraine to fire these missiles over the border. Let's not drag America even deeper into this conflict. Let's not give the Russians an excuse. Let's give them as little as excuses as we can give them. And that is why I believe we should not allow them to fire. Thank you.